The only horror in this movie is the dialogue and runtime. Coming in at a boring 1 hour and 48 minutes, the plot is straightforward. A group of teens embark on a long walk, and the last one standing wins the contest. The rules are as follows. You must maintain a speed of 3 miles per hour. If you fall below that, you get 3 10-second warnings to keep moving or they punch your ticket. If you step off the road, instant ticket punch. Now that synopsis sounds thrilling, right? Like you think you'll be at the edge of your seat wondering what's gonna happen. Wrong. It's cut and dry. You can damn near time the character's demise. Oh, and if you were expecting to see a lot of Luke Skywalker, sorry, but the Force is not strong with this one. This is yet another movie with a great concept and cast, but just doesn't deliver. I went into this thinking it was going to be a nice suspenseful, who's going to make it, what creative humps will they have to get over, will there be some kind of loophole to get them out kind of story. And to my surprise, I was let down. The deaths get repetitive, especially when they try to make it an emotional moment. They do this with characters that have little to no interaction, and even with characters that don't like each other. These emotional reactions are unnatural based on how they characterize these individuals. The actors were great, but the script didn't have a compelling conversation between them. There's no arcs to our two main characters' story. They're friends from beginning to end with a brief hiccup that is easily rectified. No real revelations or things they have in common. Towards the end of the film, there's a shocking reveal. I'm using air quotes because it's dumb. And it has no real effect on the plot or the characters. And a quick little aside, the monogamy of the walking gets old about 30 minutes in. Every close-up shot of them walking and talking gets a bit unsettling from all the movement. If you have motion sickness or have trouble focusing on moving objects, sit this one out. I give this about a 2 out of 5 stars. This is a half decent Netflix type movie. Go watch Weapons, it's a far superior film. Well, at least until you get to the end. You know, if I have to write another bad movie review, I might have to rename this channel to I Hate Movies. So I was let down by this film because I was eager to see Mark Hamill's performance as a ruthless general that would antagonize our protagonist. I left highly disappointed and with so many questions of what could have been. For one, this is a Highlander there can only be one type of movie. We know this out of the gate. So why is everyone so eager to make friends knowing that only one person will be able to go home with his doodle intact? You mean to tell me that you want to make friends when your life is literally on the line and your insides can be on the outside at any given moment? That's unrealistic in my eyes. It'd be more realistic for them to have to grow and show compassion for each other along the way. There's a scene in here that should have been a bit more thrilling where the contestant attempted to escape. The film could have built this moment up by showing us the contestant's mind breaking down and yearning to get out alive, and have another character try to give him strength to keep going before he snaps. And after the snap, there should have been a decent chase scene with a few sympathizers getting picked off in the process and others being warned. Instead, he randomly spazzes out, runs for a building off the road, and they spill his Kool-Aid. There was a bully in this film by the name of Gary, who was a prime candidate to be an instigator for this scene, as he was in another character's demise. His character should have stayed to the end of the movie, giving him a great redemption arc, and along the way we could have learned his backstory and what made him this way. Instead, we got a run-of-the-mill, this many people needs to die in a simplistic, anticlimactic kind of way. We have several characters that don't show aggression or extreme mental degradation, but then will randomly charge a soldier and get put down immediately. One of the kids that performs this act is revealed to be a Native American in his death scene. And you know this because he starts doing a native hum. We have not built up to this. The character doesn't even mention or display his heritage in the film. This film would have been better had there been a better twist as to why they are doing this long walk, other than this "we're getting the nation back on track" spiel. You have multiple characters alluding to a deeper meaning behind the walk, but it's never fully explored. One went as far as to document everyone's name and other details of the walk. And when he died, I was hoping at that point in the film, someone was going to risk their life to retrieve this information, decode it or expand on it and pass it along. But nope, it becomes roadkill like most other subplots. I also felt that at the beginning of this film, there should have been a lot more people fighting and trying to force each other off the road and ultimately getting punished. And in turn, that would force the general to go over the rules in detail, being that everyone got the TLDR version at the start of the walk. Now let's take a minute to address another lackluster movie ending. So earlier in the film, Garrett tells McBride, our two main characters, that the general killed his dad, and that he has plans to get revenge on the general by winning the contest and requesting a rifle from a soldier and shooting him. Fast forward, McBride and Garrett are the last two contestants at pretty much the final mile. This portion of the walk is being filmed and broadcast to the world with a few spectators on the ground. McBride and Garrett do a back and forth of who's going to win, and ultimately McBride is the victor. Garrett is shot and McBride takes it upon himself to kill the general in the exact manner that Garrett described. McBride asks for one of the soldiers' AR, stating that it's for a keepsake. Skywalker agrees to this and orders the soldier to give up his gun. Then McBride turns the gun on him and tells the soldiers to stand down. Skywalker also tells them to stand down and comments that McBride won't shoot. And so McBride shoots, killing the general. Okay, so let's back up. 1. Why would you give a civilian a loaded weapon and you have no idea if he knows how to handle that type of gun? 2. If a man pulls a gun on you, why the hell would you tell your soldiers to stand down instead of having him disarmed before you talk? And 3, how the fuck does he get a pass to walk away after killing a general in front of his men on live TV, knowing you requested to be in this contest? Another case of writers not knowing how to end a story. Anyway, those are my thoughts for The Long Walk. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you like this review. You can watch my other videos here, link in the description. That's it for me. I'll catch you on the next one.